McGuire with CornerstoneFestival.com, 2008. We're with Brian. We're going to chat a little bit about this new conversion, this new life that this new path that he's on. That we've got a new brother in the family.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome.
The Lord's bringing me out of my shell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been in like the closet for like 2 years.
Wow.
Just not doing much.
You know, when Paul got saved, he took off to Arabia for 14 years.
Yeah.
And hid there for 14 years. Then he came back to Jerusalem and presented himself to the leadership.
Read your Bible.
Yeah.
Study your Bible more.
Hey, I've been doing this 28 years. I just went to Israel in May. My third day there, I'm in the Sea of Galilee, and I woke up early to see the sun come over the Golan Heights, and I went, I don't know anything. 28 years, I don't know. I'm stupid. I got to start over. So I have. I've gone back very slowly, man.
It's fun.
It's amazing.
So yeah, so I feel better because I've been in seclusion for 2 years. Paul went for 14.
Yeah.
I like it in seclusion.
It's a good place to start.
It's safe, but then the Lord wants to put you on in the dangerous stuff.
Well, you know what he does? He calls us to do something, and we go, I don't have the resources or means to do this. And then he takes then he asks you, what do you have? And he takes that, he consecrates it, gives it back to you. Now you go align yourself with your assignment.
Mm-hmm.
The 5 loaves and 2 fishes. That's a good example there. Feed them. They're, what do we have? We can't do this job. And he goes, what do you have? 5 loaves, 2 fishes. He blesses it, gives it back to them. Now go feed them. At some point, as they were doing this, they had to click in their mind that this is working.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
But it's difficult because it's like, especially when you're new, you know, you're like, how, why, where, what?
When you will to do God's will, He will provide you the resources to accomplish it.
Yeah. Just like today. I just felt like going home the last day and a half. I just feel pressure, you know, just like anger issues and stuff. I'm like, what's going on? But then right when I go up there to speak, it lifts off me.
Yeah.
It's like the thorn in the flesh, so the power comes, you know.
Yeah.
He teaches me all about thorns. And I'm trying to I want that spirit like Paul had, you know, I delight in weaknesses. Actually,
You got to go on.
I delight in weaknesses and insults and hardships. Got the rest over there, difficult persecution. But when I'm weak, then I'm strong. I want that faith to delight in the weaknesses. I always tell the Lord, I'm a junkie without you. That's what I am without you.
Without the Father, without the Lamb in my life, man, I'm not a good guy. I'm a good guy. So I press hard after the Father.
Right on. Me and you both, bro.
Lakeland, Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that?
It was crazy, man. I felt like God was there, like literally.
I sure the heck hope so.
And yeah, I mean, it was just a heavy, weighty glory, you know. And I got to I met Todd a while ago, a couple of years ago, and that guy is like a firecracker, man. For the Lord.
That's awesome.
He's but yeah, I had to go. I heard about it, and I was like, Lord, I'm going. You know, my money's tight, but you know, take care of me.
He will. He does.
And He did, and I got to pray with Todd over like thousands of people just to go with him. You know, like he's been really cool like that, and yeah, it's crazy what he's doing. You know, it's getting people excited, and there's people are a little bit confused about it, I think. But it's just like Paul said, whether, you know, as long as Christ is being talked about, you know, then it's cool with me. So, you know, change is hard for a lot of people, and God's doing new things, you know, around the earth, I think, and some of the people that have been with Him for a really long time and are more conservative are a little afraid of like some radicalness, but He's raising up some very bold people for Him, you know, and
I have a word for that.
What?
They're calling them Elijah revolutionaries.
Oh yeah? Spirit of Elijah.
Yeah. This guy right here.
Ah, cool. Yeah, I'll be part of that. Whatever.
You already are, man. It's all over you.
Right on. I'll take it.
So Lakeland was good for you.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool as I was having the same revival at home. because I lost everything.
Yeah.
I lost all my money from corn. I put it into this meat company and this meat store with this partner of mine, and our record business. We had a studio and stuff. And in the beginning of 2007, I lost it all. But right at the last minute, my partner, I split ways with that guy, and one of the guys that was in the company came with me. And it's like God handed me Driven Music Group, my own record label, partner with Warner Music, and he just gave me a new beginning.
Awesome.
Just like all the prophets were saying, like
Yeah.
new beginning in 2008.
Yeah, that's right.
And I swear I had nothing, but I needed the Red Sea to be parted.
Yeah.
And he parted it and gave me my new beginning.
So now you're on your way to cross the Jordan then.
Yeah.
See, that just gladdens my heart, because he's put you on the right. Dude, this is rad.
It's real.
It's
you know what I mean?
real.
If I was in dead religion, because the Lord revealed Himself to me, I probably would still go with the routine of
Right.
doing it, but I wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. Because
No.
you know why? Because we come from a world that's real, really real.
Yeah.
And he saved us out of that really real world, so we know what's possible there.
Mhm.
And unless God reveals Himself to us at that kind of like level,
Yeah.
it's really not going to work for us.
I was sitting there
You know what I
high
mean?
on meth, like I
Yeah.
snorted big old lines, and I was running from God, but kind of talking to Him at the same time. I quit corn, and I was still doing meth that day, and I just remember reading the Bible, high on meth, thinking to myself, is this stuff real? And all of a sudden, God came into my house and like lifted me up into heavenly realms, and I was just like,
Did you get sober after that?
I got higher.
I mean,
yeah, the meth was
the meth
gone,
yeah.
and I was like high on God. I was like, this is the most high you can get right here. It was just pure. It was pure.
Yeah.
It was glory. It was love. It was peace, and all that stuff is counterfeit, because people do drugs and do all that stuff because they're hurting,
Right.
and they want to feel good, and God is the He's everything. That's just counterfeit stuff, and
Yeah. That's awesome.
and thank God for His Spirit leading me to like the deep things.
Yes, the deep secret things of the mystical God of Abraham, Isaac,
Yeah.
and Jacob.
And that's where you get to experience the power of the resurrection and the
Yeah.
fullness, as well as the fellowship of the sufferings.
Yes.
And they get more intense
Yeah.
too. It's more intense both
Because
ways.
we're a threat now to the enemy.
Yeah.
He's not too happy with us.
Yeah.
But we know, greater is He that's in us.
Yeah.
The whole 9 yards.
See, my battle is like, not battle, but like, because He's sending me back to like the world. My first single's getting played like in the rock stations and stuff, and I want to introduce this in a way, because when you talk like this, they're like, good dog,
Right.
Like people are like, you're nuts.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to figure out, just let God do it, because I'm totally gung ho, deep things,
Yeah.
spirit, third heavens,
Yes.
all everything.
Yes.
But how do you share that deep stuff? Just let it happen.
Yeah.